first one was Swing Shift. So we did that and we met there. We fell in love. And then we got together and we had a baby.
She lit up every movie screen with a single grin, yet a storm of secrets brewed behind that sunny face. Goldie Hawn, the nation's sweetheart and an Oscar-winning queen of happy-go-lucky comedies, was quietly longing for something real. 2 broken marriages, restless nights, and a heart that kept sparkling for the cameras anyway. She pushed on, determined to find true love. Now, at 79, Goldie finally drops the curtain on the only man who ever saw the real her, and the name will stun everyone. But what happened next was even more shocking. Born to dance, born to dazzle, Goldie Jean Hawn arrived in Washington, D.C. to a mother who ran a jewelry shop and dance studio, and to a father who conducted orchestras. Her roots stretched from German and English settlers to a Hungarian Jewish family, linking her to Edward Rutledge, the young designer of the Declaration of Independence. She and her sister Patty never knew they'd once had an older brother, baby Edward Jr., who died before Patty's birth. By age 3, Goldie was learning ballet and tap, and by 10 she dazzled crowds in the Nutcracker with Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo. At 18 she was teaching dance, starring in Romeo and Juliet, and running her own ballet school. She even left college drama classes to chase bigger dreams. Soon she danced at the 1964 New York World's Fair, then spun across clubs in New York and New Jersey as a go-go girl. Hollywood could not ignore that sparkle for long. The meteoric rise. In 1968, Goldie exploded onto TV in Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, where her giggles, wild jokes, and bright eyes made her an overnight favorite. That same year, she nabbed a tiny part in the one and only genuine original family band. Yet the real bombshell was still coming. Her 1969 turn in Cactus Flower earned her both an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress. Overnight, she proved she was more than a bubbly blonde. She was serious talent. Hits piled up. There's a Girl in My Soup, Butterflies Are Free, The Sugarland Express, Shampoo, Foul Play, Seems Like Old Times, and the smash Private Benjamin, which grabbed her another Oscar nod for Best Actress. Decades rolled on, yet her winning streak never slowed. From Overboard to Death Becomes Her, The First Wives Club, and The Christmas Chronicles, she made generation after generation erupt with laughter. But what fans never saw was how tangled her private life had become. The first love that crumbled. Before fame rocked her world, Goldie fell hard for dancer-actor Gus Triconis, a West Side Story performer she met in the late 60s. She joked that she wanted to marry him the moment their eyes met, and she did. In Hawaii, May 1969, fate had other plans. Goldie's career skyrocketed while Gus scraped for roles. Distance grew. Hearts cracked, and by 1973 they separated. New Year's Eve 1975, she finally filed for divorce. By June 1976, papers were signed, but the ink was barely dry when she said, "I do again." Round 2, deeper scars. Goldie's second whirlwind romance was with musician-actor Bill Hudson. They met in first-class seats from New York to Los Angeles and wed on July 3, 1976, in her hometown. 2 children soon followed, Oliver and Kate, both future stars. Yet in 1980, Bill filed for divorce, haunted by doubts from day one. He remembers Goldie whispering at the altar, "Are you sure we did the right thing?" A question that never stopped echoing. Bill claimed he wanted a tight, traditional family, while Goldie craved freedom. After divorce, the battle lines deepened, especially over parenting. Bill felt pushed out of his children's lives, and bitterness took root. Gus later claimed fame changed Goldie, surrounding her with wild nights and A-list friends like Barbra Streisand and Jack Nicholson. Bill went even further, calling her manipulative and selfish, insisting he never agreed to the open marriage she spoke of. His deepest wound, feeling robbed of fatherhood. Goldie, once Hollywood's golden girl on screen, was nursing private pain off screen. Yet she refused to surrender. A spark from the past returns. Goldie and Kurt Russell first met as young co-stars on the one and only genuine original family band in 1966. She was 21, he just 16. She thought he was adorable, but that was it. 2 careers, no romance, and a story. 17 years later, lightning struck back. In 1983, Kurt auditioned for Swing Shift and showed up hungover and nervous. Goldie walked in and he blurted, "Man, you got a great figure." It could have been disaster, but she laughed and said, "Why, thank you." And the ice melted instantly. Their first date was pure chaos. They danced at the Playboy Club, then broke into a house Goldie had just bought. Because she did not yet have keys, they toured the empty rooms, ended up in an imaginary bedroom, and just as things heated up, the police barged in. They escaped to a hotel, laughing the whole way, falling into forever. Shooting swing shift gave them time to bond. Goldie loved Kurt's honesty and the way he treated her kids. She watched him play with Oliver and Kate and thought, he is amazing with them. Her heart was hooked. In 1986, their own son Wyatt was born, joining Oliver, Kate, and Kurt's son Boston from his previous marriage. Together they formed a blended clan that felt unbreakable. They never bothered with a wedding license, claiming their love was deeper than any piece of paper. Decades later, they're still side by side, proof that sometimes the best partnerships break every rule. And what happened next was even more unbelievable. A love note that shocked everyone. In 2021, Goldie fired off a birthday post to Kurt that pulsed with pure devotion. She reminded millions, "No, we never got married, but our love still grows." Then she painted him with wild praise, brilliant, lovable, childlike, perfectly maddening, father supreme, and deeply funny. "I can't imagine my life without you at any age, Kurt Russell. You're the catch and you're all mine," she wrote, and the internet melted. Chemistry on screen, sparks off screen. The pair shared more than a roof. They shared movie magic. Fans still swoon over Overboard from 1987, where Goldie's pampered heiress loses her memory, and Kurt's sly handyman convinces her they are wed. Their real feelings burst through every scene. In 2020, the two caught the film on live TV and laughed like teenagers. It was so fabulous how we started. At the 1989 Academy Awards, they strolled on stage arm in arm, ready to tease the crowd. Goldie told the audience, "We fit the theme. We're co-stars, compadre companions, and a couple." Kurt grinned and shot back, "There's only one thing. We're not married." Roars of laughter rocked the hall. Goldie raised a brow. "Is that a proposal?" Kurt teased, "We'll talk about it later tonight." The flirty banter lit up Hollywood. Red carpets, big smiles. In 1996, Goldie dazzled at the First Wives Club premiere with Kurt beaming beside her. Their kids tag along, turning the night into a family parade. Over time, those kids gave Goldie and Kurt the greatest title of all, grandparents. Their clan now tops 7 grandchildren, and the bond just keeps tightening. A wish granted. Back in 2003, Goldie confessed in an interview that she dreamed of grandbabies. Minutes later, it seemed, daughter Kate Hudson announced a pregnancy. On January 8, 2004, Kate welcomed writer Russell Robinson, handing Goldie and Kurt brand-new grandparent badges. Goldie's heart nearly burst as she watched the next generation arrive. Kisses in Venice, cheers in Italy. In 2006, they floated down the red carpet in Rome for Kurt's disaster epic Poseidon. Cameras flashed as Kurt planted a kiss on Goldie's cheek. Fans could not get enough of the real-life romance. A milestone birthday with hidden hearts. When Goldie turned 71 in 2016, she threw a bash at Catch L.A. Kurt arrived balancing an enormous wrapped gift, yet the most touching present waited back home. Daughter Kate posted a photo of the fireplace Kurt built in the couple's new house. Hidden in the stonework, one huge heart for Goldie and 4 tiny hearts of kids. Love set in stone, literally. Goldie glowed at the 2017 premiere of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where Kurt stole the screen. "I'm always proud of him," she beamed. Proving support is their secret superpower. Stars beneath their feet, tears in their eyes. May 2017 delivered a moment that stopped traffic on Hollywood Boulevard. Goldie and Kurt received side-by-side stars on the Walk of Fame and turned the ceremony into a public love story. Goldie later admitted, "I had no idea he was going to be so beautiful." Kurt stared into her eyes and declared, "To you, I owe my wonderful life. Goldie, I cherish you." The crowd gasped, and the couple sealed it with a kiss beside their twin stars. Why it works. That same month, Goldie spilled the 3 words that keep them steady: love, gratitude, compassion. She reminded the world that every couple drive each other crazy sometimes, but commitment grows stronger when it is chosen daily, not forced. In 2018, they reunited on film as Mr. and Mrs. Claus in the Christmas Chronicles. Fans went wild, and by the 2020 sequel, Goldie owned the role of Mrs. Claus. Kurt later explained they pick project together only when the timing feels perfect, and that careful balance keeps their partnership fresh. October 2018 brought granddaughter Ronnie Rose, Kate's second little star. 7 grandchildren later, Goldie and Kurt celebrate every name. Ryder, Bingham, Ronnie, Bodie, Wilder, Rio, and Buddy. Social media overflows with smiling snapshots that prove laughter reigns in their house. Hawaiian birthday bliss. The marriage question answered. Finally, in March 2023, Kurt told Variety that the pair always wondered why outsiders obsessed over their status. They even asked the kids if a wedding mattered. The kids shrugged, so the lovers kept dancing to their own tune. Goldie drops the mic on divorce. July 2023, she told CNN's Chris Wallace that avoiding legal vows helps dodge messy breakups. It's always ugly, she sighed. She loves waking up each day and choosing Kurt anew. A living promise stronger than paperwork. Panic in paradise. Just weeks after gushing about love, Goldie stunned fans with chilling confession on Kelly Ripa's podcast. She revealed that her Los Angeles haven was violated not once, but twice by mass intruders. But the nightmare had only begun. The first break-in happened while Goldie and Kurt were out for dinner. They returned 2 hours later to find their balcony door smashed and the closet safe door torn off its hinges. I walked into my closet and just lost it, she admitted, heart racing at the memory. For months of false security, Goldie thought the worst was over. Who would dare return? Yet one afternoon, home alone, she heard a deafening thump upstairs. For a moment she froze, then dismissed it as an outside noise, until morning light revealed fresh pry marks on her window frame. Fear changed everything. After that second scare, Goldie and Kurt revamped their entire security plan. I'm never without a guard now, she said, voice trembling but determined. Personal bodyguards became a constant presence, even during quick trips to the grocery store. A life-altering move. The couple made the bold choice to leave Malibu behind and retreat 2.5 hours inland to Palm Desert. It was a wrenching decision, especially for daughter Kate Hudson, who still lives in the family's old home and admits she's codependent on their tight-knit clan. Our family is just nuts in the best way, Kate laughed, praising the unbreakable Hawn-Russell bond. Through break-ins, moves, and Hollywood chaos, they remain each other's safe place. And that, Goldie insists, is the true secret of their extraordinary love.